Hello, this is Lucy from the Gloucestershire Real Nappy Project, and today I want to talk to you about washable wipes. Now, I have made this stack here out of an old towel. I had a really old towel that actually I figured out I took to uni with me 20 years ago, and it wasn't new then, so it really was time for it to become something else, and it was quite threadbare. And I've just got 35 nice big, sort of roughly 6-inch square wipes out of that one towel, which was otherwise really old and tatty. So that's a fantastic bit of reduce, reuse, recycle going on there. And washable wipes are amazing if you're changing a baby's nappy. Whether you're cloth nappying or not, I really suggest you give cloth wipes a try. They are so simple. You literally just run them under a tap, squeeze them out, or you can put some in a box in some water soaking if you want to. Some people put like a half squirt of baby shampoo or something in the water, but you don't really need to. Water is perfectly fine on its own. And you wipe your baby's bum with it, and it lifts up because it's toweling, because it's got some texture to it. It takes all the dirt off their bum, all the poo off their bum, so much better than a disposable wipe. So where you might use 10 or 15 disposable wipes, you will use one cloth wipe, and then it goes into your wet bag or nappy bucket. It gets washed at the end of the day with your nappy wash, and it's dead simple. If you're not using cloth nappies and you just want to give the wipes a try, I would suggest you have a wet bag or a bucket just to keep these in, and then at the end of the day, put them in the washing machine, do a rinse and spin to get most of the dirt gone, then fill up with other stuff that is not going to need fabric softener. Maybe your towels, maybe your bedding that you might want to do on a slightly hotter wash. You can stick it on 60 degrees, that makes it feel more hygienic, and then you do a full wash and they'll be perfectly clean. It really is not half as worrying or dirty as some people might think it is, and in the current crisis might be something that you want to think about. So this is my stack ready for if the loo roll paper all runs out. So there we go. Now, in order to make them, I literally cut up this old towel into pieces. This is one of the offcuts that wasn't quite a sensible shape. Now, I've overlocked most of mine because I've got an overlocker. So I'll just show you that quickly. But you can also do them on a normal sewing machine, and you can even do them by hand. You might have plenty of time now if you're working at home and the kids are off school. Maybe not plenty of time if you're trying to work and have the kids off school, but you might have some time. So let me just turn this around so you can see what I'm doing. So this is an overlocker. It cuts off the edge and sews at the same time. It's going to be a bit noisy. There you go, you can see really nice, neat enclosed edge. If you buy any wipes like Cheeky Wipes or any of the other brands, that's probably the edge they're going to have. But it's just as possible to do it on a normal sewing machine. So, normal sewing machine. I'm going to put mine on a zigzag stitch, which on my machine is number 4. I'm going to go to the edge, and I'm just going to go along that edge on a normal zigzag. I don't need to do the whole seam to show you. And that is just a zigzag. You can see it better on that side because the thread's black. And all it does is stops the edges fraying so much when it's washed. Okay, that's all you're trying to do. This one, I've even been sewing by hand. So all I've done 2 sides of that. All I've done is got a needle and thread. I've folded the edge in a little tiny way. I've folded it over again so the raw edges are enclosed. And I'm sewing along that edge by hand, just taking a little stitch through and then moving along a bit and another stitch through. So you really don't need an overlocker or any fancy kit to be able to do this. You can do it by hand, you can do it very easily with a normal sewing machine. And if you really couldn't be bothered to hem your wipes at all, if you just cut up a towel and washed it, you would get straggly edges, as though on a sort of frayed pair of jeans. You'd get bits that looked messy, but they wouldn't completely disintegrate in your wash. So you'd still be perfectly capable of using them as they were. Give it a try. Let me know, and do comment if you want any more information, if you've got any questions. Thanks. Bye.